All right, we're doing these examples. Tell me how to model this one. What do I draw?
One long one.
One long one, white or dark?
White.
Okay.
Three small ones. And then three.
White or dark?
White.
And then?
Line.
And then?
Little squares.
What color?
White.
Beautiful.
Yay, white.
Now the directions here say solve, which means I want the long one as a white long one by itself all on one side of this bar. That's the goal to solve. That's the only thing we're trying to do. All right, which means I need to get rid of what to get the long by itself? The three little white ones. How do I get rid of three little white ones? Subtract. Okay, ideally I could just like erase them, right? And then, but if I erase them, I have to erase the same amount here, yes? Bless you. She's allergic to the erasing. I'm with you. Let's not erase because we're allergic. Instead, let's add in three negative ones. Because what these three negative ones are going to do is for every negative one, every dark colored one, we can get rid of a light colored one. Okay? So far so good?
Yes.
All right, which means on the left side we have the one long one, which is what we were after, and on the right we have the two blank. How would I write this in algebraic notation?
1x
X.
equals 2.
Now let me write for you what we did right here in algebra so you can see it. Right here, what I did was I did x plus 3 minus 3, and then here I did 5 minus 3. Okay? So when I ask you, how did you get this number? What I'm looking for is for you to somehow explain this mess here in the middle. Whether you go to algebra tiles and you move the things around and show me, or whether you write it in algebra, that's the goal by the end of the year. Okay? I want you to be able to show me what you did and be able to talk to me about the stuff that you did. All right, let's look at this one. What do I draw for this?
X
One long one.
White or dark?
White.
Okay, and then?
minus 7.
Okay, what do I draw?
Seven small ones.
Seven small ones.
Dark.
Oh, dark ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. Then the bar, and then?
One
One
small
is this.
one. Blank.
White. White?
White.
Okay, cool. Now what? I want the X by itself. I want the bar by, the long one by itself. What do I do? I gotta add 7 positives to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I gotta do the same to this side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, for every one of the light ones, the dark ones get canceled out. Okay, so I'm left with
1 of x.
X. And then how many is on the side?
8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, how did I write this in algebra?
X equals 8.
Yeah, over here, x equals 8. And then here I had x minus 7, then what did I do? Right in the step, what did I do?
You added 8.
I added 7. And then on this side I had 1, what did I do?
Add 7.
Beautiful. Write down your algebra notation along with your beautiful pictures. I'm going to go ahead and set this one up. Okay, looking at this next one. 2x equals 6. The trick is the same. Our goal is the same. We want the bar representing x all by itself. But I can't just get rid of one. Because how did I get rid of one of the white things over here? I added a dark. Yeah, so if I added a dark one here, yes, these would cancel and I'd be left with 1 here. But then I'd have this extra dark x over there, which doesn't help. because I have a variable over here now, and now I don't know how much that is supposed to represent. Here I know that one of these x's represents 2 of my little squares. And here I know that one of my bars is representing 8 of my little squares. And this tells me it represents 6 little squares and then a negative, I don't know how many. Not helpful. So the question is, what do I do when I have more than one x in here? Divide. The way we're going to show that with algebra tasks is we're going to put them into groups. How many groups can I make so that I have one x in each group?
-6.
Here, groups. How many? Just looking at the left side.
2.
I can make 2 groups. Here's one group. Here's another group. So now I need to put this thing into the same number of groups. I want these number of little squares into 2 groups where both groups have the same number of things. One group, 2 groups. So then I draw, one group has 3 things inside of it. Okay? Which is what you guys had said earlier, right? You were saying, oh, just divide it by 2. Here's what in algebra the put stuff in groups looks like. Update your notes. Write in words if you need to. We put them into groups. The one with the fraction. I did the easy part already. Equals and the 4, that should be brainless. It's how do you draw this fraction? Well, how many x bars should I draw? I should just draw 1. Well, what's happening to the x?
Is divided by 3.
It's being divided by 3. It's being cut into 3 different pieces. 1 piece, 2 piece, 3 piece. I don't have these 2 pieces. What I want is I want a complete bar
You have to multiply.
that is the x. I've got to make groups again. These 4 are a single group and they're in that top little piece. How many groups do I need to have so that this bar is complete?
Multiply.
Okay, and I'm asking by how much?
Ah.
Yeah. How many groups does this one bar have to be complete? 3. So I would need 1, 2, 3 groups of this many of this 4 in order to have a complete bar of x. This is what it would look like written out in algebra. Bye.